I've never seen such thing in Patna, at least. I belong to Bihar. I belong from East Champaran, Bihar, Motihari. I have not seen such video till now. And this shows how bold they are. There are 5 persons with revolver in their hands. There is no mask on their face. Anyone can identify them. The police can identify them. So this shows the morale of the criminals, how the murderers are doing these crimes, how they're murdering the people in Patna, and it cannot take place without the patronage from their political masters. There must be some patronage from the political masters. That's why they are so bold and their morale is so high.
And do they look like farmers to you? I mean, come to think of it, I don't know if Dr. Sanjay Kumar is also there, Professor Pasha. Where are they looking like farmers to you? If you're blaming the farmers, you're saying farmers are taking money and killing for supari. Do they look like farmers? Any which way at all?
Our ADG has to reply it. Are they looking like farmers? They are I think the professional killers. They are professional shooters. They are not farmers. And our ADG is putting blame on our innocent farmers. He's blaming, he's insulting our farmers. This is I think this is condemnable, highly condemnable. The farmers condemn, our government, our party condemns it.
Professor Pasha, we do have Neeraj Kumar, JDU leader, joining us on the phone line. Neeraj Kumar ji, if you can see that visual on your screens, it's chilling. It shows how with no compulsion, absolutely unafraid, people are entering and killing in a hospital ward, sir. There is a rise in crime in your state, and right now we are bringing you visual proof. लोग डर नहीं रहे हैं, मर्डर कर रहे हैं, कैमरे पे उनकी शक्लें दिख रही हैं. आपका एडीजीपी कहते हैं कि ये सारे एडीजी कहते हैं कि ये सारे फार्मर्स हैं जिनको काम नहीं मिल रहा है तो ये मार रहे हैं.
पहली बात तो ये कि पारस हॉस्पिटल का मामला ये है, और पारस हॉस्पिटल के पास एडिक्वेट सिक्योरिटी का उनके पास पूरा सिपाही बल रहता है, सिक्योरिटी मैन रहता है, सीसीटीवी कैमरा रहा है. ये प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल है, ये पैरोल पर छूट करके आए थे और इनका मर्डर हुआ है. ये सच है, इससे तो कोई इनकार नहीं कर सकता है. अब पुलिस का काम है आइडेंटिफाई करना. अब उनको वो नाम देंगे नहीं देंगे, गोली चलने की जो घटना आई है ये अलग विषय है, लेकिन उसके बावजूद पुलिस, अब बताइए बिहार में लोग ये क्राइम जोन बिहार को बता रहे हैं. हम पूछ रहे हैं कि पटना सिटी में जो वकील की हत्या हुई, अब वो बॉयफ्रेंड का मसला था, इसका कौन रास्ता है जरा बता दीजिए. यहाँ पालीगंज के दुल्हिन बाजार की घटना हुई, बालू कारोबारी था, अब वो इंटरेस्ट पर रुपया देता था, किसी को दिया और उसके साथ दुर्व्यवहार किया, उसका बेटा रिएक्ट करके कर दिया. लेकिन हमारी पुलिस अननोन रहता है, ये सब FIR तब पर भी कार्रवाई करती है. लेकिन इस ढंग का बात कहना कि लॉलेसनेस, दूसरे राज्य में तो कहीं क्राइम होता भी नहीं है, केवल बिहार में ही होता है. और ये कभी नहीं होता कि
क्या आप मानते हैं नीरज जी कि देयर इज अ स्पाइक इन क्राइम रेट? ये इंस्टेंसेस बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, हर तीसरे चौथे दिन हमें मर्डर, किलिंग, हॉस्पिटल में घुस के मारना. आप ये एग्री करते हैं दैट देयर इज अ स्पाइक?
नहीं, आप पहली बात समझिए, इसके लिए नेशनल क्राइम ब्यूरो और स्टेट क्राइम ब्यूरो के आंकड़े होते हैं
जी. ऐसा
नहीं कि हम बोल देंगे तो हो जाएगा, हम सही गलत बोल देंगे तब पर भी वो जस्टिफाई हो जाएगा.
सर, क्राइम ब्यूरोज के डेटा 1-1.5 साल बाद आते हैं. ये पिछले 2-3 महीने में ये जो हमें इंस्टेंसेस मिल रहे हैं देखने के, इसके डेटा 1 साल बाद आएगा. क्या आप ये डेटा नहीं देख पा रहे हैं? आप अखबार पढ़ के नहीं देखते हैं? रोज सुबह उठते हैं, एक ना एक मर्डर, एक ना एक किलिंग होती है बिहार में.
नहीं, मैं अखबार पढ़ता हूँ जी. उसमें ऊपर में रहता है कि दानापुर में सरेआम युवक की हत्या, और नीचे में लिखा रहता है प्रेम प्रसंग, भूमि विवाद. मैं बता रहा हूं, पर्सनल एनिमिटी. अब इसका क्या रास्ता है, तो हमको बताइए भाई. ईर्ष्या द्वेष में कोई किसी की हत्या कर दे, पति पत्नी की हत्या करा दे, ही दानापुर में भी हुआ है. अब आप जो क्रिमिनल इंसिडेंट जो भी हुए हैं उसका उद्भेदन जरूर देख लीजिए कि किन कारणों से हुआ है. तब आपको क्राइम के एनालिसिस करने में सुविधा होगी बिहार।
नहीं नीरज जी, आपके अपने एडीजी कह रहे हैं कि सुपारी किलिंग हो रही है और सुपारी किलिंग फार्मर्स कर रहे हैं, तो वो मान रहे हैं ये बात कि सुपारी किलिंग बिहार में हो रही है जिसके लिए फार्मर्स रिस्पॉन्सिबल हैं, क्योंकि अप्रैल से जून के महीने के बीच में उनको काम नहीं मिलता तो वो सुपारी लेके लोगों को मारने चले जाते हैं।
एडीजी ने जो बयान दिया उसका पूरा कंटेक्स्ट मैं जो समझ पाया
जी,
कि बिहार एग्रीकल्चर बेस्ड स्टेट है और किसान का मतलब केवल जो लैंड ओनर है वही नहीं है, लैंड लेबरर भी है, उस चेन सिस्टम में जो लोग भी काम करते हैं, फिशरीज का काम करते हैं, अंडा, सब लोग इसी में आते हैं। तो 73% 74% हमारी आबादी है। हमारे पास अभी हम देख रहे थे इसी पर 2023 का आंकड़ा हम देख रहे थे, 2023 का। जनवरी में 197 मर्डर होता है, अप्रैल में 215 होता है, मई में 279 होता है, जून में 278 होता है, और उसके बाद आप देख लीजिए जुलाई में 270, अगस्त में 250, दिसंबर में बन चुके लंबा हो जाएगा 210, वो नीचे के घटने के क्रम में है। तो ये कारण क्या है, ये अगर ये एडीजी ने बताया है तो उस पर क्या हुई, तो आंकड़े बता रहे हैं, मेरे सामने 2023 का आंकड़ा है,
तो नीरज जी आप ये कह रहे हैं
दिसंबर तक का,
आप ये कह रहे हैं कि क्योंकि उस वक्त काम नहीं होता है फार्मर्स को, इसीलिए वो सुपारी लेके लोगों को मारते हैं। क्या आप ये बात,
फार्मर्स नहीं,
फार्मर्स फार्म लेबरर्स सर, आप फार्मर्स केवल वो नहीं होते जिनका लैंड होता है, फार्मर्स वो भी होते हैं जो लैंड पे काम करते हैं। ये बात आप भी एग्री करते हैं?
भी करते हैं, और उनका जो परिवार है, देखिए क्राइम कौन कर रहा है, क्राइम 18 साल से 25 साल का लड़का कर रहा है, और उसका रूरल बेस है, जीवन स्तर ऊंचा करना चाहता है। तो अब चूंकि ऑर्गेनाइज क्राइम तो कराने वाला कोई करने वाला है नहीं, तो जो क्रिमिनल है वो जेल से बैठ करके सुपारी दे करके तरह तरह की घटनाएं आती है। कम उम्र के लड़कों को बरगला देता है, और उसको चाहिए एप्पल का मोबाइल, उसको चाहिए टीवी, उसको चाहिए एसी, तो इस ढंग का क्राइम करता है, और जब फंस जाता है तो उसको कोई नहीं पहचानता है। मेरा जहाँ घर है ना मोकामा, 149 मर्डर हुआ था हमारे यहाँ, 13 पुलिस केस हुआ था। ऑर्गेनाइज्ड क्राइम का उससे बड़ा सेंटर ही कोई नहीं था बिहार में, ट्रेनिंग सेंटर था। तो आज तो क्राइम नहीं होता है, अगर कर किया भी है तो बाहर में जाके वही पकड़ा गया।
चलिए मान लीजिए आप जो बोल रहे हैं नीरज कुमार जी वो सही है, और क्योंकि उस दौरान काम नहीं होता है इसलिए लोगों को बरगला दिया जाता है और लोग सुपारी किलिंग करते हैं। फार्म लेबरर्स हैं, फार्मर्स भी नहीं है, ठीक है मान लेते हैं, पर उनको जॉब्स देने के लिए, एम्प्लॉयमेंट देने के लिए कौन रिस्पॉन्सिबल है सर, किसकी जिम्मेदारी है?
जिम्मेवारी हमारी है। अगर सुपारी दे रहा है और हत्या हो रही है तो उसको खोज निकालना मेरी पुलिस की ड्यूटी है
जी।
तो पुलिस की ड्यूटी अपना निभाता है। हम तो आपको उदाहरण बता दिए कि ये केस अभी रिसेंट का केस मैंने बताया आपको। दानापुर में पत्नी ने पति को मरवा दिया, बॉयफ्रेंड के चलते बेचारे वकील साहब की हत्या हो गई। इंटरेस्ट पर रुपया दिया था, उसके परिवार को प्रताड़ित कर रहा था, उसका बेटा रिएक्ट करके कर दिया। तो ये तो पर्सनल एनिमिटी का मामला बनता है ना।
ओके, all right. Well, on your screens right now, that CCTV footage. Remember, there I can't see any hospital security. In fact, I can see an empty corridor. Neeraj ji, bane rahiye hamare sath. Manish Bariyar, BJP spokesperson, also joining us on the phone line. Manish Bariyar ji, I think you heard Neeraj ji there. He is saying very categorically that there is data to suggest that incrementally, as you go from January up until April, the number of crime rates increase, and that's to do with the fact that farmers or farm laborers are relatively free. But when you go towards July, September and October, the crime rate further decreases. Essentially saying what ADG is also saying, that it is people who are free, mostly farm laborers, farmers who are responsible for these killings. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. See, what Neeraj is saying is absolutely right. And on top of that, I would rather say that this has been a trend for last 15-20 years, that even during 4 or 5 months before elections, you will see that crime rate goes up in Bihar. So I would rather say that my hint is towards a lot of times it might be political motivated also. So you never know why it is happening, because last time also we saw just before elections all these things started happening, and suddenly Bihar was in news for wrong reasons, and even before that. So Neeraj ji is absolutely right. But at the same time, I would say that these kind of the killings that are happening right now, which you are looking, it is there throughout the year. It's only because of the elections it is getting very much highlighted. But otherwise, these are unfortunately, it is not. Even if you look at the crime rate of Bihar vis-a-vis nationally, it is not on the higher side vis-a-vis nationally. But then it gets highlighted because these are election times.
Saying it's only getting highlighted, but looking at some of these visuals, and I think you can also see those visuals, sir, emerging. It's a scary picture. It looks like people are unafraid, killers are unafraid. They're going and shooting people at point blank range in daytime, at night time, and all I heard Neeraj ji saying is most of it is personal enmity.
So some of these cases that you've highlighted, for example, recently Mr. Khemka's case was highlighted throughout the country, and it was very unfortunate. But finally, it turned out to be a personal, case of enmity. So it is a fact that many of these cases are turning out to be pretty personal cases, which is unfortunate, but a part and parcel of life. And I think what you have to look at that how police is taking action after that. So that was a very high-profile case. It was really, kudos to the police that were able to crack it within a certain time frame. And similarly, what is more important that every case is the law is taking its course and it is getting into the logical conclusion. So in Bihar, for last 15 years, 20 years, you will not see any of these cases being, unnecessarily influenced because of political reasons. That has not happened, and that is the main difference between what RJD did and this NDA government has done.
All
it's a major difference.
Manish, I also have to ask you before I also have to ask you, Science. I think very important to ask you at this point in time is if you agree with ADG's statement, and that is that many of these youth are free, they have little to no income, and that's the reason why they're taking to crime as a way to make a living. Then that's also a responsibility of the BJP, JDU combined in Bihar. You've not been able to provide them with adequate jobs and opportunities.
So that is his assessment of things. I have a respect for his views, but at the same time, I would say that this is more of a social issue, and this is not something which is particular to Bihar. If you look at West Bengal, there is so much of violence out there. If you look at Punjab again, Mr. Fauja Singh unfortunately was killed, road rage accident or whatever. So these kind of criminal activities are happening throughout the country. And
but you're comparing apples and oranges. Punjab's GDP is much higher than Bihar.
I would beg to differ. There is so much of strife in Punjab. Right, you don't see farmer suicides in Bihar, right? But you see farmer suicides and many cases of distress in Punjab. And you also look at the number of loans. There are many parameters I can talk about that where Punjab is worse off than Bihar. Yes, there are certain aspects of Bihar which can be improved even further, and the government has been working on that. But then this particular case, as you mentioned, I would not agree with completely with BJP's assessment. Just because there are some people who are free that they are committing crime, I think there is a lot of cases are personal enmity cases, and in many cases it could be just a personal issue in terms of not having the right kind of orientation and education. And you know that criminals could be there anywhere in this country.
Okay.
You tell me a state where criminals are not there and these activities are not happening, isn't it? You can look at Tamil Nadu, you can look at Karnataka. There are organized crime that are happening there, and personal cases of these kind of murders and loots are happening everywhere.
But with this brazenness, I've not seen, sir, I'm a journalist and I don't see something like this happening with such brazenness. If you can see on your screens right now, I'm not sure if you're tuned into News 9. I'm looking at a video there with 5 people entering a hospital, killing a man at a point blank range. This is
it is unfortunate,
brazenness.
But then, see, when it is a crime, you may call it brazenness, but crime is a crime, isn't it? It's unfortunate you're looking at those pictures, it doesn't really look good. But then the crime, the number of killings, you please go and look at West Bengal. I think you'll be shocked to look at the kind of brazenness that happens in West Bengal. It's a test case where things are happening. Recently, you know what happened in West Bengal. Even in Calcutta, there was a case of rape, right? murders are
But
happening.
I'm a bit disgruntled, sir, more as a citizen, less as a journalist. Don't you think we should not be comparing in tragedies, or that state is more tragic than we are? This state, I mean, this is extremely unfortunate that, we have to rake up West Bengal and we have to rake up Punjab, and we don't focus on the point in case, and that is the problem with Bihar at the moment.
My point was not that. My point was different. My point was that why do you really pick up Bihar as a special case when you have to highlight cases of criminals?
I mean, that's
That
what
is what
Mamata
my
Banerjee keeps
point
saying
was.
in West Bengal, sir.
I have not seen, I'm not putting it only on you, but I have not seen this kind of attention on normal criminal activities which happens, which are unfortunate. Especially on Bihar, I've seen, but then I don't see, other states are also there. You look at Kerala, there are a lot of, in fact, crimes are happening. Why don't you highlight that also?
Very much highlighted, Mr.
Unfortunate.
Bariyar. Unfortunately, all we hear from TMC is that you keep highlighting cases that are happening in West Bengal, and all we hear from LDF is, oh, you only focus on Kerala. So that's I believe that's one of the grouses of political parties every time we want to talk about the states that they're ruling in. Let me also quickly get in Dr. Ashok Kumar, Congress Working President in Bihar, joining us on the show. Dr. Kumar, I think you heard the statement of the ADG and what some of your colleagues from the media circles had to say on what's really happening in Bihar. But unfortunately, the picture that video is painting right now is a very difficult to undo, and it shows the brazenness, the the complicity in a way of the administration, where it is unable to put a full stop to these crimes, these criminals. Calling them farmers actually gives them all the more leverage to carry out what they're doing on a daily basis, and this is extremely unfortunate series of events. Dr. Kumar.
Well, this is very unfortunate, ma'am. The way they are entering to do this killing, they are very confident, and so confident that they did that crime and escaped. That as if it is very normal for them. So this is the picture which shows the crimes seen in Bihar. Hello.
Sir.
थोड़ा सा ये लगता है.
All right, we'll try and get Dr. Kumar back, but let me quickly bring back Professor Anwar Pasha. Professor Pasha, well, now you have it. There's proof, and you heard your JDU colleague there. He quoted numbers, he quoted data to put in context what the ADG said. He said that here's the number, incrementally crime rate goes up between April to June, and the reason being, of course, that there is very little work that farm laborers, not just farmers, farm laborers have at that point. Your reaction to that statement?
I was listening to the statement of JDU and BJP spokesperson, and I'm not shocked at all. I'm not surprised at all. This is their mindset. They are justifying this killing. They are justifying the crimes, the rise in crimes, and they are saying that this is not new. This is normal. This is normal thing in Bihar. It happens throughout the year, and it is being highlighted out of proportion by the media. He's blaming the media that why media is highlighting it. So this is the mindset. This tells the story what they are doing in Bihar, what kind of Bihar they want, what they have made Bihar in last 20 years. They are justifying the crimes there. They are justifying that this is happening in all other states. Why only Bihar is being targeted? So this is the mindset of JDU and BJP spokesperson, their leaders. They are trying to justify these killings, what is happening, and they are trying to put blame on the farmers, on the innocent people, and they are saying that since they have no job, so they are being hired for these crimes. So this is ridiculous. This is very ridiculous.
One of my grounds with that statement is that if they don't have jobs. No, Professor Pasha, one of my grouses with that statement is because they don't have job, they take money as supari and they start killing people. Why are you not giving them jobs? It's your responsibility to give them jobs and opportunity. You are the ruling government.
They are in power for the last 20 years. It was their duty to provide job to these jobless people. Why they have not done it? And they are justifying it. They are saying that since they have no job, that they are being hired by the killers, they are being involved in these crimes. So this is the justification being offered by our BJP and JDU leaders, their spokesperson. So what can we say? They are not offering job. There is unemployment in Bihar. People are moving from Bihar to outside, and they're saying that we cannot control this crime because these crimes have taking place because of the unemployment. And who will address the issue of unemployment? Who will provide them employment? They are in power for last 20 years. They are responsible for that. If there is unemployment on high in Bihar, because of the unemployment, the crime is high in Bihar, the government is responsible. The government has to find a solution. They cannot hide behind some lame excuses. They cannot blame the farmers. This is their duty to address the crime, their duty to address the unemployment. So they are accepting that these things are normal in Bihar. This is happening every day in Bihar. This has been happening for the last 20 years, but just because of election, this is being highlighted. So
All
this
right.
is the statement from our BJP and JDU friends.
All right.
What can we say?
Professor Pasha, let's get in Dr. Sanjay Kumar back in this conversation. Dr. Kumar, when you assess basically what JDU BJP spokesperson came just a while ago on the show said that there is obviously data to suggest that some of these farm laborers don't have jobs and therefore they resort to supari killing, but at the same time also talked about the situation that has been better in the last 2 decades of their government. It was very bad about 20 years ago. It's mildly better today, at least to the point where we are not the number one when it comes to crime rate. We have done better. They are giving themselves a thumbs up as far as their check card and their check score is concerned. They are suggesting that they have done better and Bihar has done better.
There is no time of comparison. Okay, fine. The people which was facing that very type of situation of massacre, facing the situation of organized crime, okay. People has already elected Nitish Kumar and which has promised the Bihari, I will not compromise, I will never compromise to the crime, corruption and communalism. So again and again, people has given the mandate to Nitish Kumar to check the criminals and maintain the law and order in Bihar. But what is happening now? You can't escape from it that very era you can compare with the present era. If the criminal just within the broad daylight shooting the people and just you are escaping to it that due to unemployment, which one is responsible for unemployment? Whether the unemployed youth belongs from the farm laborer or the other youngsters. Which one is? Which one has created that very type of criminals in Bihar? And what is your policing? Why you are not checking the criminals? Why you are not maintaining the law and order? You can't blame that very era and you can't compare to it. Just see the NCRB data and SCRB data, State Crime Records Bureau and National Crime Record Bureau. I may say that the protection of the people, which one is responsible for it? Government. Government is responsible for how the people of your state, which has already chosen you, which has already given you mandate
I agree.
to maintain the law and order.
Absolutely.
But you are
in
unable
fact,
to do
on
it.
your screens right now, we're looking at some data which compares the average rate of murder, rape, dacoity in Bihar versus the average rate overall India. And murder rate in Bihar is about 2.3%. Average rate of murder in India is 2.1%. Let's get that number back on screen. Rape is 1.5%. As far as Bihar is concerned, overall India average is 4.7%. Dacoity is 2.2% in Bihar, 2.2% in the country on an average. So essentially, if you look at the NCRB data of 2022, it's a thumbs up to the BJP JDU combined. Let's look at the crime rate, particularly for Bihar as compared to 2004. Rape cases have come down substantially by 36.6% from 2004 to 2022. Robbery cases have also come down 23.6%, 2004 to 2022. The cases are down as far as robbery is concerned. And dacoity too. The numbers are substantially down, as a matter of fact, 80% from 2004 to 2022. 1,319 to just a couple of numbers when it comes to dacoity. So all in all, the picture, it's a telling tale, Professor Anwar Pasha. NCRB data there suggesting it's a thumbs up for the BJP JDU. And while, numbers, you cannot brush aside numbers. Numbers are absolute. They are facts. They tell you that Bihar has in fact done well when it comes to rape, dacoity and murder. But the last couple of cases also, you cannot set them aside. This is an election year. This is a crucial year. And the BJP JDU, they're suggesting that there is more focus on Bihar right now. It was always the same. The number of cases, some of these are due to personal enmity. The killings that have been reported in the past couple of days and couple of weeks are personal enmity, and some of which could also be, as a matter of fact, the one that we're seeing on our screens, a case of Supari killing, hired killing. But overall, if numbers tell a tale, that's that for you on your screens right now. Bihar is doing better.
Shweta ji, the fact is that given the nature of this social condition in Bihar, the economic condition in Bihar, the most of the cases, more than 50% cases are never registered. The FIRs are not registered in police stations. And there is instruction from the government to minimize the FIR in police stations. So that's why whatever the figures are there, in the figures of the government, the cases registered, these are the figures of the cases registered, right. The FIR registered. This doesn't tell the reality of the crimes that take place in Bihar. So that's why you may say that the number has gone down. But in fact, the numbers have gone high, and because of the
do you have any data
carelessness
to say? Do you have any factual evidence to back what you're saying?
Yeah. You ask anybody in Bihar, they will tell you it is how difficult to get a case registered in Bihar. This is very difficult. People are they offer money for getting the FIR registered. This is the state of affairs in Bihar. There is a lot of money making. These things are there. There are agents there who ensure people to get their cases registered. They get money for that. Police get money for that. So this is the state of affairs. The poor people cannot get their cases registered in police stations. Only the influential people can get their cases registered in police stations.
All of what you're saying can be dismissed.
This is the situation there.
But
that's
all of
why
what you're saying, Professor, Professor, all of what you're saying can be dismissed as hearsay and innuendo.
Tell me why after 2022 there is no record. Whatever there is on the screen, that is the record up till 22. This is not the fresh record at all. Where is the record, fresh record? Why there is no record after 2022? This tells the truth.
Fair enough. There is no data after 2022, and the latest spate-in number of cases do not really reflect the data in NCRB, which dates back to 2022. The data, if at all, will come back way after 2025. So some of these cases that we're talking about are current, they're contemporary, and they are drawing light to Bihar as far as the people of Bihar is concerned. Some of who would be shocked to see those visuals that are emerging where people are being gunned down, sometimes in their hospital ward. Gentlemen, Dr. Kumar as well as Professor Pasha, thank you very much for taking time out for joining us on that very critical, crucial story right ahead of elections in Bihar. Bihar seemed to be now grappling with the rise in violent criminal cases. The ADG of Bihar suggesting that it is the farm laborers, farm workers who are free with no employment between the months of April to June who are in fact indulging in Supari killing. But that's all we have on the show. News and updates will continue. Thank you very much for watching.
This is India's #1 news network, and you're watching News 9. English news as it should be.
एसोसिएट स्पॉन्सर एंकर टूथपेस्ट, नए जमाने की नई सुरक्षा।
रास्ता है वही, वही शहर।